When we speak to each other from an angry space, we get anger back, or frustration, or annoyance, some energy match to that. When we speak from love, generally speaking, we get love back, or acceptance, compassion, some energy match to that. And my son is a constant reminder of that for me. When I approach him from a space of anger, like get in the car, or let's go upstairs and get a bath, or whatever it is that he's supposed to be doing, and I come from a space of anger or frustration, he answers me right back in anger and frustration. But when I come from a space of love, he changes his tune, generally speaking, most of the time. Because I can also pretend to be speaking from love, but really deep inside, I'm still aggravated and annoyed. So it has to be rooted in love, in pure love, in order to have that energy exchange. But the more I do it, the more that I get frustrated, and I take a second and breathe through it and realize that I need to come back to a space of love. That's when cooperation happens, things get done. And so we can do that for each other too. It's a little bit harder with strangers. It's a little bit harder because we don't really know them. So oftentimes I just make up stories about them. They're having a hard day because they got in a fight with their girlfriend, or they're having a hard day because they're short on money for rent. And I don't know if it's true or not, but it helps me to see them in a different space and see them through the eyes of compassion and love. And then I change my tune, because the only way that we are going to be able to cooperate with each other is for each one of us to change our tune first, not expect the other person to change their tune to satisfy us, but for us to change our energy, to tune in to love for ourselves and for each other. That's the only way this is going to work. So our children are perfect practice for us, because somehow, some way, every single day, he happens to trigger it for me. So he is perfect practice for me. And I hope that you can have the practice for yourself too. And when you get frustrated with even a stranger, tell yourself a story in your head that brings you back to a compassionate space for them. And I promise you, it will be a ripple effect. And the more of us that do this, the more of us that bring light, the darkness subsides. The more we light up the house, the less darkness there is. So I'm sending you all love and hoping that you have conversations rooted in love, because it does change everything. It only takes 3% of a population to make a major shift, to change a paradigm. So we only need 3% of us to do this. So I hope you're one of the 3%. I'll talk to you soon. Love you so much. Remember, conversations matter. Conversations rooted in love change everything. Bye.